What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to be doing some maintenance on my personal 2001 R1 that's in mint condition. So let's get right into it. So some of the things we want to do to this bike today is the oil change. It's definitely due. I think I'm at 31,000, right around 32,000 miles, and that's when I plan to change it anyway. So we'll just check the mileage. We are at 31,839, so we're basically right there. So I'm just going to do it now. Not too big of a deal, and obviously I want to do a brake flush and flush out the brake fluid on all the calipers, just because, as you can see, the brake fluid, it's not horrible, but it's definitely overdue. It's been at least 5 years since I've flushed it, and I don't know exactly what the maintenance levels are for flushing out the brake fluid, but we're going to do that today along with the oil change. So I'm going to first start with taking off the bottom cowl. And there's a reason why I have this blanket down here. So if you want, check out the link in the description below that says exactly step-by-step how to do an oil change on this bike. I'll leave that there if you want to check it out, but we're just going to run through it quick. Alright guys, as you can see, we have our belly pan off and we could access our drain bolt and the oil filter. So let's start up the bike now. We're going to get this thing up to operating temperature and then we will drain the oil. Like 209 degrees, the bike's fully warmed up, so I'll shut her down and then start draining the oil. Probably been about 30 minutes, I would say. We did take the bike off the stand and I kind of tilted it to the left side for a little bit and more oil started draining out, and we did the same on the right side as we tilted it to that side. So this is basically done now. I'm gonna clean up my drain plug, which is basically clean, by the way. I basically cleaned it all up. I'm actually gonna reuse this crush washer. You can reuse them a couple times. Obviously it's best practice to always use a new one on here, but we'll reuse this one for now. All right, as you can see, we have our oil filter here. We're going to use our oil filter tool. This just literally goes on there, and you can use it to loosen it up and tighten it up. I'm going to put some tin foil over the headers because I do not want them to get dirty. So let me go do that quick, and then we'll start taking this off and letting the oil drain out of there. We have our tin foil in place, as you can see. Our tool's already on there. I'm actually going to start loosening this now. As you can see, this tool works actually really good, which is great. And it's gonna, since this is loose now, I'm gonna take this thing off and start turning it by hand and try to get the oil to knock it on the headers. And that's what that is all about. So let me go do that quick and we'll get back to you. All right, oil filter is off. As you can see, that's draining. I don't think I actually got anything on the headers thanks to this stuff right here. Here is our old oil filter. I'm gonna let this drain out 100%. It may take a little bit, but we'll let that keep draining onto here. After that, we'll pull this out. We will get our new oil filter. There is a little sleeve on here. Take that off, and we will put fresh oil on here so that it does not end up sticking to the block when we go to take it off for the next oil change. So, all right, we're gonna let this drain now, and then we'll put the new one on. So since that's all set, we torqued our drain bolt to what it needed to be, so that's all set. And if you want to know what the torque spec for that is, like I said, go into the description of this video and I'll have the link for a total complete how-to step-by-step with torque specs on how to change the oil on this thing. So now I'm gonna go fill the oil on the other side. Alright, and just like that, we have our headers polished, so they look really good. Since that's all set, now we'll start working on flushing the brake fluid. We topped off our oil just a little bit so that it was at this top line mark, and that should be good there. Now I'm just going to throw on the bottom cowl, and that'll be it for working on this bike today. So hope you guys have enjoyed it. Make sure you guys stay tuned. Probably do some maintenance on the chain next or some other things, but like I said, we got the headers polished up now. Those look good. Nice oil changed, fresh brake fluid for the front and the back. So we are good there, and I actually didn't need it, so I'm glad I did it. So anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video.